Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Holy SHARAYU. So 3 months ago I posted this video on YouTube. This is the front section of my blouse. I've stitched some casing for the bra cups inside where it is so easy to insert and remove the bra cups according to your wish. If you want me to make an in-depth video on how I made this casing, then please make sure to comment down below so that I can make a full video for you guys. And you guys requested for a tutorial, so here it is. Let's get started. The first thing that you're going to need is measurements. These are the measurements that you're going to need to make pattern for your blouse. To note down my measurements, I'm using my blouse that fits me really well. You can also take measurements on your body, or you can also use a blouse that fits you really well. You're going to need some basic measurements like bust, waistline that is equal to full length, to measure the armhole, first place the measuring tape on the back side of the armhole, measure that side, then flip the blouse over and continue measuring the armhole from the front side. By doing this, you will get the measurement of the entire circumference of your armhole. You will also require the measurement of armhole depth, front neck and back neck. As this is a princess cut blouse, I am measuring the princess seams, the bust points and the side seam. Now let's move on to the sleeves. The blouse that I am making today is sleeveless, but I am making the pattern for my blouse and I am making the pattern for the sleeves as well for future projects. As this blouse has a deep back neck, the shoulder here is going to be on just 5 inches. Now let's keep this aside and take a look at the measurements that I have noted down. I know my handwriting is disgusting, but if you have any doubts, mention them in the comment section below and I will try my best to clarify them. Now let's start making the paper pattern. Let's make the front section first. I have marked the shoulder on 5 inches and the full length on 14 inches. As you can see, I have marked the neckline and armhole, and now I am marking the bust point, which is also known as apex point. Here I am marking the princess seams and I am creating the dart of 1 inch on each side. So the total dart is of 2 inches. I hope you guys have understood how I made this paper pattern, but in case you want me to make an in-depth tutorial on how I made it, make sure to comment down below and I will make an in-depth tutorial for you guys. Now let's move on to the back paper pattern. I have kept the back design very simple yet elegant. So the back neckline is just a simple U neckline and here is the back paper pattern. I have learned pattern making from my mom and from my fashion college, but along with this I have also watched a ton of YouTube videos. So basically I have made patterns for skirts, trousers, blouses, lehengas, crop tops, full sleeve tops, shirts and whatnot. If you want me to make some specific patterns, then make sure to comment down below with your specific request and I will try my best to make the tutorials and upload the videos here. I have made a technical sheet for you guys so that you can understand better how the pattern was made. I have mentioned all the measurements here. Make any changes according to your measurements and voila, your pattern is ready. The next step is to trace the pattern on the fabric. I'm using cotton fabric as my lining and as you can see I'm tracing the pattern on this fabric, and after taking a short break, here I am marking the seam allowances. I am adding half an inch seam allowance for the neckline, shoulder seam, armhole and hemline. I am adding 1 inch seam allowance for the side seam. Let's cut the lining and main fabric. As I have mentioned before, I am using cotton fabric as my lining fabric, and here are all the pieces that I have cut. So I have 2 back pieces, 1 center front and 2 side fronts. This is my main fabric. This silk fabric was very thin, so I have attached an additional layer of buttercrepe fabric beneath it. This fabric was also creasing a lot, so I was ironing it all the time. Let's see how I made the detachable bra pads. For this I have taken 32 size bra pads and I'm folding it in half to create this line so that I can equally divide this in 4 equal parts. I'm using cotton fabric to make my pockets, and as you can clearly see, I'm just pinning the fabric on that center line that we've marked, and I'm just creating a dart in the center so that the fabric fits really well on that curved surface. I've also marked the dart points and I've also marked the circle. Now our pattern for the pocket is ready. I am adding 1 inch seam allowance at the curved edges and half an inch seam allowance at the straight edge. You will require 4 such pieces to create 2 circles. The pocket will look something like this once it's completed. I've also hemmed the edge of the circle by folding it in half inch and just stitching on the edge. Now let's stitch the blouse. Stitch the darts on the back and stitch the princess seams on the front. Now we will attach those circle pockets on the front lining, like so. As you can see, I'm pinning the pockets here and I'm going to leave 2-inch gap at the edge. The gap should be near the side seam. Before stitching, I make sure to just insert the bra cups inside and just check if it's fitting well. Double stitch the pockets on the lining and this is how it's looking. Now let's check if it goes inside and if it stays right there. And as you can see, the cups won't budge, it just stays right there. Now the lining is ready. Let's move on to the main fabric. I'm just placing the back sides on the front side and I'm going to stitch on the shoulder seams. I'm using this green colored lace to finish all the edges like armhole, neckline and hem. It basically gives like a piping effect. I'm sandwiching that lace in between the lining fabric and the main fabric so the seam allowance won't be visible and it just looks more cleaner and professional. I'm cutting small notches on the curves so that the fabric would lay nicely and it won't bunch up. After stitching the neckline, I'm just pinning all the seam allowance towards the lining fabric and I'm going to top stitch it. And the front and back neckline is ready. Now let's move on to the armhole and side seams. Here I am marking and trimming some excess fabric because I wanted a slimmer shoulder strap. And after attaching the lace, the armhole is ready. Now let's move on to the side seam. I'm using a French seam technique to cover the edges of the side seam because I don't have a serger to overlock the seam allowance. This is a great way to avoid the fabric from fraying while making it look more professional. Now it's time to finish the hem. I'm cutting the fabric because I wanted a curved hem. Once the hem was done, it was time to work on the back closure. I wanted a traditional hook and loop closure, but if you want, you can also use an invisible zipper. You can stitch it on the side seams. To be honest, I prefer the hook and loop closure because it's comfortable and it's durable too. You can find many in-depth tutorials on how to create a hook and loop closure for your blouse. But if you want me to make a separate video about this, just mention it in the comment section below and I'll make it for you guys. Now this is an optional step, but I decided to hand stitch some sequins on the blouse because after all this was my wedding outfit. I mean, not really wedding outfit, but I wore this to my haldi. And it's finally done. I hand stitched the sequins in a group of 3 on all the edges like neckline, hemline and armhole. And this is how I styled it for my haldi. We usually wear floral accessories for our haldi ritual, so here I have paired my green lehenga with yellow and pink floral accessories. As my husband was wearing a yellow jacket, I decided to pair my lehenga with a yellow dupatta. I made this set of blouse and pleated lehenga from a green sari that I bought for my haldi. I'm so happy that I was able to wear something that I made for my wedding ritual. Let me know in the comment section below if you liked my outfit. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, bye.